House is located in Block E, and it's a high-energy sing-along piano bar. And now you have an extra reason to celebrate at the top of your lungs, which I will not do today. On Sunday, Shout House is holding a benefit for the Keys for Kids program. This is a nonprofit that brings music to local kids. Amy Roscoe has the story.
Sweet Caroline fashion. On any given night here at Shout House, the home of the dueling pianos, you can see Kevin Roddy and possibly even Steve Vaught at the other end. Hi, Steve, down at the other end of the piano. So for those of us who have never been down here, and Shout House has been in Block E for 9 years now. That's correct. What is dueling pianos, and what is the level of audience participation you're looking for?
Well, sure. Dueling pianos in general is just a lot of fun. It's fun for us as players. It's also really fun for an audience. And the level of audience participation varies to whatever people's comfort level is. Basically, our job is to make the show more about the audience than it is about us.
So, Kevin, it sounds like no two shows are ever really the same.
That's right, yeah. It totally depends on what the audience requests.
Has anyone ever stumped you with a request?
Oh, of course.
So here's an example of a song these guys had to learn because it was just so darn popular on the internet. I think you're going to recognize it. You know, that song is harder on the vocal cords than you might think. Kevin, would you play us a little music to talk about the benefit portion of this story? And here's why. On Sunday, Shout House is partnering with Keys for Kids. That's a local nonprofit that brings the gift of music to Minneapolis schools and kids. And J.J. Woods is the marketing director here at Shout House. On Sunday, you're asking people to come in and make donations. Why are you partnering with Keys for Kids?
Well, Keys for Kids, you know, they donate and sell used pianos, and we're doing piano bar, so the marriage of the two organizations just seem to work out.
So the benefit is on Sunday from 2 to 5. How does it work?
So you'll come, pay a $5 cover, that'll get you free appetizers and beer, donated by Capital Beverage. All the proceeds of that go to Keys for Kids, as well as raising money through raffle ticket sales and silent auction.
It's a great organization. We're going to tell you a little bit more about that in the next segment and introduce you to a young lady who is part of that program. But first, I don't know, I'm feeling like it's Margaritaville time. What do you think? What do you think, Kevin? Can you send me out to Margarita? You've been in my house, haven't you?
I'm not going to even attempt this thing today. I've got to keep my tea handy because I'm losing my voice. All right, going back to Bill.
It's all about singing along at Shout House Dueling Piano Bar. And this weekend when you visit and celebrate at the top of your lungs, it's for a good cause. I'm Amy Roscoe. We'll have that tuneful story coming up. Ellen Vergine, the Ellen behind the Ellen Project. Now, the Ellen Project is just one of many projects that Keys for Kids does locally to bring the gift of music to more kids. I'm Amy Roscoe at the Shout House. I'll tell you how you can help out coming up.
At Shout House, this is on Block E. Understand the joy of music. It is the home of those dueling pianos. And after all, you know, you are encouraged to sing along there right at the top of your lungs. Yes, they encourage that.
Perfect place for many of us here on the Fox Morning Show. We love to sing. So it seems natural then for Shout House to hold a benefit for a piano-based organization. The Keys for Kids benefit is this Sunday, and Amy Roscoe tells us audience participation is highly encouraged.
Well, not just brown-eyed girls, but green-eyed girls, blue-eyed girls, and all their friends are invited down to Shout House Dueling Piano Bar on Sunday for a very special fundraiser for Keys for Kids. And I'm joined by Jill Thompson from Keys for Kids, and I know that this nonprofit brings the gift of music to Minneapolis and that money helps you do other things like
we have 4 charitable programs that we run based on the money that we make selling our pianos that have been donated to us by the public. So one of those programs is Pianos on Parade. If you've ever seen pianos that are painted and artistically transformed all throughout the city for the summer, the Ellen Project actually came out of inspiration from one of our Pianos on Parade participants. Ellen was one of our student painters, and she has a little sister who is battling leukemia. And she really incorporated her sister into the whole process. She would tell her what colors they were using and ask her for her input. And we were just so impressed with that we wanted to do more. So we brought this piano, into a hospital, and we had Ellen and Molly, her little sister, paint a piano together, and all the other kids in the hospital. And then we go a step further and we bring the piano from hospital room to hospital room and have local musicians play concerts at the bedsides of kids in hospitals.
you get to see the healing aspect of music up close and personal. I want to introduce you to Ellen. Well, there she is in the flesh, the Ellen behind the Ellen Project. Ellen Virgin is just 10 years old, and you worked on painting a piano, Miss Ellen. What was that like?
It was really fun because to do art, and I like to play the piano, and my artist that I worked with was really nice,
Yeah.
so it was fun.
Why do you think it's important for other kids to experience music the way you experience music?
Well, because if you never get to do anything like that, then life is really boring, and it makes it more fun if you can do something.
I
like
agree
that.
totally, high five. Thank you so much. The benefit is from 2 to 5 on Sunday. There's a silent auction, a raffle, $5 to get in, and just to get you in the mood, we're going to send it back to the guys at the dueling pianos. Take it away.
Sweet